So, for our last show, we are doing a very cool collaboration with Mr. Tom Hagerman here, who you heard at the pre-show, and Professor Felix, who has been on our radar for a while. I like to call him Denver's top mentalist and magician. We don't know exactly what the show will be yet, because it's not going to happen until the spring, but we have lots of interesting ideas, and it will definitely, well, we'll let the live trailer speak for itself. Are you ready, Tom?
Surely.
All right, let's take it away.
Hello, I'm Felix. I am delighted to be here in this very sophisticated series of shows. I will not be discussing bags of dicks or anything. This is why I drink at work. Don't mind this, by the way. I've only been drunk once. It's been a bitch to keep that going for 20 years, but... I really am very happy to be here, and I'm honored to share the stage with Mr. Hagerman. This man next to me has created some of my favorite music. He really has. And I will tell you that as a result of this collaborative effort, I got to meet him. We have not met before we started working on the show Perception, and my prediction is that you'll all be buying tickets to that one. I'm a mentalist, and to try to describe what I do, that has a lot to do with a heightened, skilled, very set of observational skills. I can tell you, for example, I came out here, I wasn't going to say this, but I came out here and I noticed that, I won't point her out, but there was a woman practicing Kegels very secretly over here. Now I can tell you there are 6 more right now. I'm one of those entertainers who selects his lovely assistants from the audience, and I am doing my best to take my pick, but in the meantime, a little about myself. I was born here in Denver. I am a native. I have had the great luxury of traveling all over the country, and for that matter, the world, but this is my favorite market to perform in. And I will select someone. I've been doing my best. Hello, hi. She's locking eyes with me, which makes me intimidated suddenly. Will you join me on the stage? Excellent. We've never met before, have we? No. We haven't. Okay, good. That's important. Seem a little happy about that, but that's fine. Okay. What is your first name? Angel, everyone. This is Angel, my lovely assistant. Angel, I have you standing at this side. We're going to, pardon me while I build a bit of a set here. Really? 30 years I've been doing this and they like the chair. Okay. This will serve as a table for us, Angel. Been on stage before?
Yes.
Great. Doesn't really work to my advantage. I brought a few props with us, and I will tell you that this work was inspired by time I spent on stage with another performer. He impressed me very much because he was a magician, is a magician, he's still with us. No thanks to me, and I'll explain why. He performed very amazing magic as a man who's completely blind. And recognizing that he and I both lie for a living, I had to test it. He's blind. Sorry, Chad. But I had entirely too much time on my hands, and I was inspired to test something I heard when I was a kid, which is when you lose one of your senses, the rest become more acute. They become heightened. So that is why I brought these things. This is a roll of gaff tape, theater industry's version of duct tape. It's not for you. Okay, I can feel it. Yeah. I can feel it. It's really hot up here. Okay, I'm going to tear a few of these off. These are going to serve an important purpose. And I did bring some other things. One of those things is a pair of coins from the 70s. These are old Eisenhower dollars. Have a look at those, Angel. Make sure those are the real thing. Not like you're old enough to remember those. And while you're testing things, let's give you some of this so that you can verify that this is the real thing. And that's a mustache you get to play with later. Okay, that's not enough for me. I have a tendency to... You have been on stage before. All right. This thing is funny to me. This is a stainless steel blindfold. I had this made here in Denver. The man who made it has no idea what I do for a living, and I thought that was funny, so I never told him. Have a look at this. Make sure that's a real thing. As if she's inspected one of those before. If you are so inspired, feel free to try it on. All of these things serve an incredible purpose. You wouldn't drive with that on, I'm taking it, right? The real thing. All of these things do serve a purpose. Angel's going to help me. It is at this time I'd like for you to consider things that you brought with you, little random objects you might have in your pockets or bags, and don't take them out just yet because I'm not allowed to see them. I'm going to put some of this stuff on. It's all going where you think it's going, and my lovely assistant will be collecting any 3 that she likes. I will prepare myself here. Part of the preparation is for me to let you know, once again, that Tom and I have never met, so we have no code system or anything like that. And if I start to bore our audience and they decide to go to the bar, I have no idea which jerk is walking across my stage. I'm kidding. These also are quite real, so as I take them off here, I'm about half blind already. That generally that's not good enough for them, so we have the rest of the stuff. Also, Angel, I have this thing. I hear all kinds of theories after I perform these stunts, and one of those has to do with why I brought this. I'd love for you to use that and inspect my head. You want to make sure that while I do have a microphone on, I have no listening devices. This is important. How we doing, Doc? It's what I get for dragging a thespian on stage. All right, all these things are going to go where you think they're going to go. We're going to get rid of this, this, and your job is important, Angel, because you are the close-up witness for what appears to be 400 or 500 people. So you're here to verify that I'm doing exactly what I say I'm doing. So I'm going to place this here, and that goes here. It's in there, yes? Okay. When the second one goes on, your job's going to get a little more difficult. Okay. Here's the second one. And that goes here. Why anyone would do this to themselves for a living, I really can't explain, so don't bother asking me after the show. Those are in there, yes? Yeah. Good. You want to touch them? Sicko. Okay. What's funny is they always touch them. I do have a couple more. This one goes here. And the last piece was inspired by a show I did some time ago. And a man came to me outside the theater. He decided I could see through my nostrils. So this is for you, smart guy, wherever you are. And I recognize that this will be changing my voice. All right. I'm going to project just a little bit because I recognize that my microphone has gone out, but I trust you can all see me. This is what they call a thrust stage, so we have some people behind us, but that kind of helps verify that I'm doing exactly what I say I'm doing. It is at this time, folks, I would love if you're willing to loan us something. I hear you. Oh, you want to touch me? Oh. Am I coming on that one or this one? No, you're coming on that one. I'm going to stay hands-free. Hands-free. You can just project. I'll stay hands-free. So at this time, will you hold those up, and my lovely assistant will go out and collect any 3 that she likes, and I'll have you bring those up. I do get a tour, like I mentioned, and I recently did a show in the exotic city of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and it was there that a man came to me outside the theater, and he wanted to know where my accent was from, and I said, oh, I'm just from Denver, and he said, no, that's not it, an accent. And I said, I'm not sure what you're after. And he said, no, really, you have an accent. And I said, oh, that's just diction. And I swear to you, his response was, where the hell is that? True story. Although, would you like to hear my impression of the good people of Cheyenne? Yes. Yeah? They're not the most sophisticated demographic in this country. go get it. Has she left the building? She's still here? Okay, good. All right, you are being selective. I appreciate that. I want you to be able to concentrate on one at a time. I'll have you go to this side if you're not already there. I hear you. Okay, excellent. I'd love for you to be able to concentrate on one thing at a time, so I'll have you set them all down on our makeshift table, which is somewhere. I will not be touching these if you're concerned that I'm going to make off with them or anything, but what I'd love for you to do, Angel, if you're still here, okay, select any one of the three, and I'll have you hold it in the space above my head. Just that space up here, I don't want to touch it. If you have jewelry or keys or anything that might make noise, do your best to keep it silent. That's kind of a good giveaway. We have one up there, yes? All right, there you go. I'm still married. I get to do this, and I'm still married. Angel, let's focus on the color of it first. It seems like what's coming through your eyes is different than what you're thinking, which tells me that it's probably a reflective object and it's reflecting things around us. So that is likely an indication that it's made of metal. It seems like it could be dangerous if you were to come at me with it, but I think this is metal. Is it a all right, put that down. We're going to go to the next one. One more, just select another. You have one? Okay, this is... I'm not even Catholic. This is shiny. It has its own power source. I'm guessing a battery of some kind. It's larger than a remote control, like for a car. I believe that this is a cellular phone, but this also has a black cover over it, like a rubber black cover. We get it? Did you get three?
Yes, I did.
Let's go for number two. I know we skipped the first one. I'll try to come back to it. That's up there. It seems like with this one you must be holding it very daintily. You're telling me it's not plastic. I think it must be crinkly because she's thinking about the idea that this might be food. Think about the color. This is dominantly white. I think we have purple on each end. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Has something to do with chocolate chips, but maybe a power bar or a granola bar?
Yes.
Okay, take it up there. Initially, I was inclined to say that this object is like we call it a church key. My wife is a bartender, like a bottle opener, and I think it has that function, but I'm not sure that Angel's aware that this has a hook on the end that's designed for paint cans. This one is particularly risky, and I intend to, in our show, Perception, I intend to do a lot of very risky things, and I will tell you that the most difficult part of my job is that I cannot rehearse, because this is all very audience dependent, and we intend to create a very interactive show. Thereby, without an audience, I can't rehearse. So most of what I intend to do in our show, Perception, which begins April 10th, is theoretical. I'm making it up. And in this case, I'm going to do a very risky thing. I met a very pretty, I was going to call her a hot tart, but we'll go with a pretty lady before the audience, and we did not even exchange names. I just grabbed her by the bar and I said, would you be willing to try and experiment with me? And she graciously agreed. I believe she's seated somewhere up here, yes?
Yep.
Okay, you can answer with yep or yes, but I'm pleased.
Yes.
the agreement that we had is that she is about to, has not yet, but about to create a drawing. Is that accurate?
Yes.
The extra part of that agreement is that you were not going to disclose this random thing you're going to draw to anyone in the theater, most especially me, but you, at this point, are the only person in the house who knows what you're about to draw. Is that accurate?
This is the truth.
Brilliant. She's inspired by diction. No, I like that. So, at will, I'd love for you to execute that drawing. I know I gave you some less than fancy art supplies to do this, but I'd love for you to go ahead and execute that drawing. When you're finished, go ahead and tell me however you like. You're still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see where she is? Okay. Do you have it? She's getting fancy, isn't she? Don't get fancy, we're all friends here. I didn't call you a hot tart. It was about. Do you have it? This is why Daddy agrees. Do you have it?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, don't approach me or anything. We have a drawing, yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to have you hold it so that it's not facing me, so that other people can see it.
They're gonna laugh.
That's kind of half of the point of my show, lady. All right. Oh boy, this is risky. Can other people see it? Let me say this very loud. This is very super risky. Is this a sailboat?
No.
It is not. Do we have a triangle in this shape?
No.
We do not. I'm in trouble, Tom. Run. No, really, run. I'll tell you what. If you're all willing to buy a ticket to Perception, I will duplicate this and get it absolutely perfectly right, I promise. I don't see it. Is it a knife? It's not. That's more random than I bargained for. It really, truly is. But I'm pleased that we were able to divine. Let's see, let's go back in order. We had a paint key with a bottle opener on the back end, a chocolate chip power bar, and a black cellular telephone with a black cover. I'm going to go with that. Ladies and gentlemen, please, by all means, come see us on April 10th or any of our 5 dates after that. Thank you so much. Now, they were very curious. What was it? I'm going to go find that hot tart after the show. But they mostly want to see what it looks like when I tear this stuff off my face, so I will do that just now. Oh, you're all still here. That's good news. Thank you so much.